लश्कर भी तुम्हारा, सरदार भी तुम्हारा, तुम झूठ को सच लिख दो, अखबार भी तुम्हारा। खूने मजलूम ज्यादा नहीं बहने वाला, जुल्म का दौर ज्यादा नहीं चलने वाला। इन अंधेरों का जिगर चीर कर नूर आएगा, अगर है फिरौन तो मूसा भी जरूर आएगा। My dear brethren, my speech today will not be just limited to what I am able to articulate. I think to the foreign powers to reach, I will use to the best of ability of the language of English and Urdu. Malcolm X once very beautifully said, if you listen to the media, they will start making you get in love with the oppressor and will make you start hating the oppressed. It is exactly what is happening. As a matter of fact, I will tell you what is happening in the media today. I was called by the CNN and the BBC from India to come. As what? The notification that they came to me was, you seem to be a vociferous terror supporter and you need to speak. I said, all those innocent civilians being bombed and killed are terrorists? My dear friends, today I have been sent notices by people in the government. I've been sent many. I am followed by surveillance and I'm always under the radar, but I do not speak. My brothers and youth today, I tell you, आप डरोगे या डराएंगे, जो अल्लाह सुब्हाना ताला से डरता है, वो किसी से नहीं डरता। जब ये लोग जुल्म करने से नहीं डरते, हर सेकेंड शहीद करने से नहीं डरते, तो हम सच बोलने के लिए क्यों डरे? बताइए मेरे भाई, क्यों डरे? I always believed to all the people, to all the members of India and its fraternity, that to speak for Palestine, to speak for Palestine, you don't need a voice, you need a spine. You need to have the guts and glory to speak the truth. That is the only way to go. Many a times I'm questioned. Many a time I'm questioned of my intentions. My intentions are plain and simple. I will stand for the truth. I will speak for the truth. And the truth is known to one and all present here. Let's quickly go back to the Indian history. What did Mahatma Gandhi say? Palestine belongs to the Arabs like French belongs to France, yes, and the English belongs to the land of England. What did greatly we see on Twitter, Instagram, social media? What do we see? Many a times people talk about foreign policy. Are you even aware what is the Indian foreign policy? From Atal Bihari Vajpayee to Indira Gandhi, to even Rajiv Gandhi, to even Manmohan Singh, to even Narendra Modi, has always stood in solidarity of the people of Palestine and a two-nation rule. Two-state partition could be debatable, but that is exactly has been India's stand. And the same reason why many tons of supplies were sent to Palestine. Now let me come to the core point. My dear friends, let us understand one thing. Let me first congratulate Wealth Education and Welfare Trust for starting something like this. It's very important. Maulana Ali Bakhar Sahab, let me tell you, what you've done today, to me, I believe, is a start of something very big to come. I believe that conferences like this, people coming together, voicing out an opinion is very important, because during the Qiyamah, we are answerable to our Almighty. Very important points, my friends, especially the youth brethren of mine. Let me tell you, Josh Malihabadi has always addressed the youth and said, जिंदा रहना है तो मेरे कारवां बनकर रहो, इस ज़मीन के पस्तियों में आसमां बनकर रहो. I've always believed the youth is a superpower, and today, youth today has a soft power like the social media. It is because of social media that one of the billionaires of the world, Elon Musk, came in, gave us Starlink Gaza. As we speak, Gaza is being bombed. As we speak, food, electricity, water completely cut off. As we speak, people are dying every second. They are bombing every second. But with the power of social media, what happened? Elon Musk gave out the Starlink. What is a Starlink? It is a satellite where you do not need a car, Israel, anything, but to provide for recognized international aided organization working for the people of Gaza to be able to give them internet access. Why are we doing this? There are many, many conspiracy theories which will come through. But let me tell you now, clear-cut thing. Many times, I've always believed that there is Godi media here in India. No. There is also Godi media which is there internationally. How has CNN spoken? How has BBC? They're all exposed today. Also fake news. My dear friends, we have a larger responsibility to work on the fake news. What was the fake news? That 40 babies, their heads were decapitated? Really? Women were being raped? Really? One or two of the hostages who were released by Hamas said they were treated greatly. We have provided with food and water. Is that the way to go? Absolutely not. Also understand, the world will make you believe. I think Maulana Mirza Abid Ali Sahab has mentioned, they repeat the lies 100 times so that you start believing it. It starts to seem like the truth. Always distinguish and negotiate. It's very important to be an opinion leader. It's very important. I believe it's the biggest crime if you know the falsehood and still not speaking about it. It's very important for all of us to know. Yes, we have great respect to all the countries in the world, but my clear question is to the rest of the Muslim countries. Recep Tayyip Erdogan speaks of that they do not belong or they do not wish anything with Israel, but the fact of the matter, they certainly don't. But what are they doing about it? It's very important. My salutations today to Iran, a country like Iran who is able to subside, irrespective of the differences of a Shia or a Sunni. Iran today has stood the might of the superpowers, the so-called superpowers of the world. If Israel says they're bombing Gaza for the Hamas, the fact of the matter we need to understand, really, is that your right to defend? You're killing women, children. More than half the population of Gaza are children, and you're killing them in the name of self-defense. Also, as a matter of fact, they say that Hamas is using the people of Gaza as human shield. My question to them is, if Netanyahu or Biden, their home is attacked by a terrorist and they're being shot, if their mother stands in front of them or their children, will they let them die? Will they say human shield, so I had to kill them? No, they wouldn't do that. Also, my friend, let me tell you, many of you have seen the social media. Maybe you've come across this. On Turkish television, there was a call from a Palestinian woman who said, "Dear Muslim countries, we do not need your funeral prayers." Why? Because we are alive and you are dead. हमें नहीं चाहिए आपकी नमाज जनाजा, हमारे लिए नहीं पढ़े, क्योंकि हम जिंदा हैं, आप मुर्दा हैं. Is that what we want to hear? Not just that. I happened to see Al Jazeera. There was a lady who said, "I wish I never had my children. I lost my children." There was a child who died, who coughed, vomited blood and died right in front of her eyes. She looked up to the God. She looked up to Almighty because nobody else can do it. As I speak to you, my friends, I have goosebumps all over me because I'm a father to a 3-year-old daughter. Every time I see a video on the internet, on WhatsApp, on Instagram, I am only able to relate because I am a father today. Many of you are fathers. You have granddaughters, grandsons that age. God forbid, what if that happened to us and the world is silent? What kind of a world do we live in? What kind of a world do we live in? And who do the Palestinians really look up to apart from God? I know all of us have gathered here, some way to contribute in some way. But don't we all feel helpless? We cannot fight for it. We cannot go there. Of course we can't. But whatever way possible, we need to speak the truth. I think that is the only way. Also, my friends, let me tell you what the Israel has done, what the war crimes are. We are all aware. 2 million people have been displaced. 50,000 pregnant ladies need basic health facilities they are not provided with. You know, my friends, this makes me think of that day in Karbala. This makes me think of my mom. This makes me cry my heart out. I have not been myself since October 7th, what has been happening. This is catastrophic. This hurts me. Those so-called leaders over there, I believe leader should love the people, should not be in love with power, but a true leader is in love with justice. A true leader is in love with justice. A true leader is not in love with publicity. A true leader is in love with humanity. Where is the leadership going? Where are the people going? I'm said by our army general on times now that you Indian Muslims are inspired by Pakistani Muslims. Did I listen and keep quiet? No. What did I say? That so-called army general is nobody to concern us. We Indian Muslims believe in Hubbul Watan spoken by a prophet. And what does it say? Love for the country, live for the country, our patriotism towards the country. We do not concern ourselves on what Pakistanis believe or not. We love our country and we don't need certification of patriotism from them. Also, we need to understand, I was told Why are your people supporting Hamas? Why are they taking rallies out of Hamas? I challenge the so-called Times of Godi Media India. Show me one such video and I will resign from your show. I will never appear on your television again. When people spread fake news on television, what else? But we need to raise a voice. Many times I'm questioned, why do I go there? I tell them, there are still people who watch that. Even if I'm able to change one person's mind, I think I've achieved victory. It's very important to tell them. I've also said, look at Germany, look at France. Palestine flag is also not allowed. I said, respected ma'am, read the Constitution of India. My beautiful Constitution allows me a peaceful protest, allows me to take out rallies in protest, as per my dictate. You spoke about Germany and France, respected ma'am. You are in a democratic republic of India, and India allows it. And we thank God for it. Not just that, London, what do we see? London, do you think only Muslims are there? People of all races, all religions are out there in millions of numbers. What do we see in the US Capitol Hill? People are all out there. It surprises me why we aren't out there protesting, peacefully protesting. Also, my dear brethren, my dear friends, I believe if after all this catastrophe, we are not able to do anything about it, then I believe that there is no difference between us and Israel. If you are not able to fight the fake news, I'm sure all of you are on WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, or some form of social media. What are we doing about it? Being silent is not going to help us whatsoever. We need to raise the voice. If there is fake news, we need to say that this is false, this is fake. It's very important to be informed. I'm sure you have so much time. Having no time is only an excuse. Read about why Israel is doing this. Read about the Balfour Declaration. Read about what Maulana Rashidi Sahab said. Read about the Rothschild Bank. Read about how a few Jews could come together with their best of brains and they were able to control the American lobby. It's very important, my friends. Today, knowledge is power. It's very important to know, understand, and believe what is happening in the world. Let me also tell you what Atal Bihari Vajpayee said. He said, Israel has wrongly occupied the land of Palestine and they must vacate at the immediate. So whenever you see on social media or otherwise that India supports Israel and so on and so forth, no. Ask them for the Indian foreign policy. Indian foreign policy stands in solidarity with the people of Palestine and they support two-state policy. One for Israel, one for Palestine. That is it. Also, as a matter of fact, we need to understand the stand of various other leaders. Let me tell you, our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi ji, was the first Indian Prime Minister to set foot in the history of any Prime Minister at the land of Palestine. He met Mr. Mahmoud Abbas as well at the same place, like he did with Netanyahu for his respective political alliances. Let me also tell you, my dear friend, United Nations, Amnesty International, International Human Rights Watch, all of them have spoken. Not just as over 150 countries asked for ceasefire. If you want to defend, if I want to defend myself, I will defend myself. But defending myself does not mean that I bomb you again and again and again over a period of time. Also, my dear friends, let me tell you that today the land has come to such a place that we start believing whatever we say on the WhatsApp University as a truth. But that is not. Let me tell you, being silent today is nothing but a crime. My dear friends, Qatar spends billions of dollars for the respective FIFA World Cup. What is it doing about it? What is it doing about it, this particular things? When will the Muslim countries really wake up? When will they all wake up? It is high time that not just them, but throughout humanity needs to awaken. Humanity is the only way to go. A question can be asked, but what are we going to do? We are going to hear this and go back? No, my friends, my brethren. I want each one of you to please take your phones. Phones today are a soft power. Whenever you see your fake news, counter it. Whenever you see any false discussion happening, please raise your voice. Even if you are able to influence one mind, it will go a large way. Every mind is important today. And the same fight I am able to do in my respective platforms, stages, forums. I'm being threatened that I'll be named under an FIR for supporting Hamas. I said, please bring a prima facie evidence where I have supported any form of terrorists. Please do that. I do not believe that let there be a BJP government or Congress government here in Karnataka. I will speak the voice. The fact of the matter is, I will be answerable to the Almighty in my grave. None of you will be answerable for it. The fact is, जुल्मी जब भी जुल्म करेगा सत्ता की गलियारों से चप्पा चप्पा गूंज उठेगा इन खलाब के नारों से। मेरे भाइयों, मेरे बुजुर्गों, मेरे अजीजों, मेरे दोस्तों, many of you are people present here, somebody I greatly look up to. I truly believe that the only way to go is by raising your voice. The youth today, I've always believed, like I said earlier, is a superpower. That is the way to go. I'd also say many of you, or most of you, in your respective YouTube channels, in your respective social media handles, needs to go out there and make a difference, without which we cannot. I know our emotions tend to tell us to go to the line of Gaza, fight, give our life, which we do. We definitely do that for our Imam. We want to do it for humanity. Today, this is not about Shia Sunni. This is about not even Muslims. This is about humanity. Humanity is the only way to go. So please remember, my friends, my dear brethren, please raise your voice. Let us come together and peacefully protest about it. And that is the only way to go. I am truly heartbroken today to see the catastrophe that is taking place. I've always believed that faith moves mountains. The power of dua will definitely hold. One single mother's tear, which is taking place in Gaza, bloodshed, toil, tears that is coming through. Many of you are fathers or many of you are grandfathers. Imagine the same thing happening to us. Will we bear that? Won't we break? I'm sure many of you have teared up seeing those videos, have been hurt. But keeping quiet is not the answer. No. We have to raise our voice. What can they do about it? What can they do about it? Nothing. When they are able to do such bad atrocities on the land of Gaza, shouldn't we just raise our voice in the right way? Shouldn't we protest in the right way? Shouldn't we support people like Maulana Ali Bakr? Should we support Ahl Bayt Education Welfare Trust? Or many of us come together in our respective idaras, in our own respective ways? I have not been, being honest to you, I have not been myself for the last 15-20 days watching it. I'm sure many of you look so disturbed for watching this. But please do something about it. Especially the youth, my dear friends. Opinion, raise your voice. Lastly, I'd like to say, for raising your voice, you actually don't need a voice, you need a spine. Develop a spine, because you are answerable to the Almighty.